Greetings and welcome to Nathan Lyle Official. If you've never seen my face in a video before, my name is Nathan Lyle. If you're wondering why it looks like this, it's because it's almost 1 in the morning, and officially it's Friday morning, and I don't want to be making this video. But I have some things to say. And the plan is, when I upload this, to disable comments, because if I'm being honest, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear this shit. And if you don't want to hear mine, you're free to leave the video, but I don't need your opinions. I really don't. I just feel the need to express mine. America! We fucked up. And it hurts. I mean, Tuesday night, I went to a bar. And then I came home and played video games, and then I woke up in the morning expecting it to be business as usual. Maybe not expecting is the right word, I guess hoping. I was hoping, and sometimes we hope without cause. You know, it breaks my heart to know that we live in a world full of such ignorance and hatred. And it's just, I've said for so many years, and I will continue to say it until something does change. The two-party system is the downfall of democracy. And it is definitely bullshit, the whole, lesser of two evils things. But now especially, because there are so many people who could have voted that chose not to, because, we don't like any candidates. And there are people that honestly I fully understand you not thinking Kamala's right for the job. I don't think she's right for the job. But you elected a man who was convicted on 34 felony counts. A man who's assaulted many women for many decades. A man who doesn't even deserve to be called a man. You elected someone who has been lying to your face for years. Someone who has been gaslighting you. It's funny how many times I go online and see people be like, he has nothing to do with Project 2025. He denounced it. Of course he denounced it. You know, no dictator ever steps up to you and says, I'm going to take away your freedoms. They look you in the eyes and say, we're going to give you more freedoms. And then he goes behind your back and hits you with that knife. You can't say he has nothing to do with it when all of the people who wrote it are people that he put in power. And it's just, once again, I fully understand people not thinking that Kamala is right for the job. But do you sincerely think that this asswipe is good for America? Because let me tell you what happened. Because people voting to put this thing back into the Oval Office is the equivalent of you come home, you see a total stranger fucking your wife. That stranger climbs off your wife, walks over to you, punches you in the face, and tells you, I did not punch you in the face, and I did not sleep with your wife. Your best friend slept with your wife and then punched you in the face. So you tell your best friend you never want to see them again. And your wife, she leaves you for this other dude. And now you're paying child support for a baby that's not even yours. Why the hell would you agree to that? I would have thought the worst was over, but now she comes to you and tells you that she's pregnant and it's yours. When clearly, oh, this baby looks nothing like you. In fact, she's 5 months pregnant and you guys haven't had sex in 7 months. How does that work out? But for some reason, you signed the papers. And now, even though she married someone that's clearly making more money than you, and this is a baby you have no DNA connection to, but you're sitting here paying child support for that baby. That's what just happened. That's what just happened. What's it gonna take for you to realize that he's lying to you? Honestly, what's it gonna take for you to understand how bad it is? Like, how bad does it have to get for you to open your eyes? 2024 has been a long year, and I've been actively looking forward to it being over. But I'm really not looking forward to 2025. And a lot of people are saying, well, look at the bright side. 4 years and then it'll be over. He can never run again. That's not true. Because look at how many democratically elected leaders are still in power way past their deadlines. I mean, technically, Putin was elected, officially speaking at least, and he outstayed his term limits. If Trump has his way, he could very well turn America into an oligarchy. And I'm not saying we'd be entirely powerless to stop it, but they stacked the Supreme Court. And not only did you vote for a Republican president, but you gave him a Republican Senate and Congress. And so, why would they try to stop him? He's benefiting their needs, because their needs come before yours. The people who are in charge right now, I hope you understand, don't give a fuck about you. They don't. And I'm not even blaming, honestly, I can't even blame the people who voted for Trump. I can and I will. It's entirely their faults. I'd hope that they would be smart enough to realize that this is a situation where there's no right choice, but there's definitely a wrong choice. In America, we made the wrong choice. And I just hope that it's not the last choice we're allowed to make. Now, realistically speaking, I know that, 2029 comes around, the blob will be pushed out of the White House, and life can go back to some semblance of normal, hopefully. But it is realistically possible that that won't happen, and that democracy has just been taken away from us. I'd like to believe that that's not what's going to happen, but I would have liked to believe that 8 million people weren't stupid enough to think that this asshole would do a good job. I mean, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with all of you? But, to be fair, I'm blaming the Democrats. I'm blaming the Democratic Party because they're giving out the wrong messaging and they're taking the wrong messages from us. And I would say that the Republican Party is ruining America, but the Democratic Party is allowing it to happen. Because once again, much like the Republicans, I feel like nobody in power is really representing the will of the people. But the Republicans are doing a much better job of lying and pretending that they're doing their jobs. Because let's be honest, everyone said, like, maybe that Joe Biden held on too long and that's part of the reason she lost. That is one of the biggest reasons. Because honestly, he should never have been president in the first place. Maybe he would have deserved the votes if he'd ran in 2016. That's a possibility. But he never should have been the nominee in 2020. They were scared that Bernie was too far left, and so they pushed the more moderate candidate. They had all the other moderates drop out and endorse him in order to push him over the threshold so that he could reach across the aisle. Fuck the aisle. The people on that side have made their choice already. They don't care what you have to say. You need to worry about energizing your own base, because right now you keep letting your side of the aisle down because you're too fucking worried about your neighbors on the other side of the fence. Like my grandma always said, fix the problems in your own yard before you start telling your neighbors to cut their grass. I mean, I'm hearing all this bullshit from Democrats saying that, you know, it's because that the liberals, the far left, are ruining it. Let's be honest. The progressive movement is the future of the Democratic Party. If the Democrats have any hope to survive, this moderate bullshit is a failure. It truly is. And them trying to stay moderate has led to them losing another election that they could have won with the right branding and the right messaging. But anyways, what's done is done. And I wish I could say I'm hopeful for the future. There is hope for the world. But damn, the nation as a whole has let me down today. Well, not today. Today's Friday, technically, but whatever. Just, god damn. Life goes on. Whether we want it to or not, life goes on. So we have to wake up tomorrow and do the best we can to live the best lives for ourselves and build the best future that we can. So that the next time when we're given a choice, hopefully we're able to make the right one. Hopefully we're actually giving good choices and not Drumpf and Couchfucker McGee. But life goes on. We will survive. Hopefully. We're capable of surviving, I think, is the best way to say it. We are capable of surviving. We are capable of making it through this, but we could have some rough years ahead. And there is a small part of me, a very petty side of me, that's like, oh, I wish I could be there to see the look on your faces when you realize that you made the wrong choice, when you learn that you were lied to, when you realize just the depths that they went to deceive you. But you know what? Like I said, life goes on. In the words of Samuel L. Jackson, 2025 is coming. Hold on to your butts.